Hello student, our next topic is what we have behavior of real gases, that is what deviation from ideal gas behavior. Means here we have the two types of gases, one is ideal gas and real gas. Okay, now what happened here, real gases showing the deviation from the ideal behavior. Okay, so let us discuss that. Before going to that, we should now come to know differences between the what real gases and ideal gases. Okay, now here we have the differences between ideal gas and real gases. Okay, now if you see the ideal gas, what happened here, ideal gas obeys all gas laws under all condition of temperature and pressure. Okay, already we discussed ideal gas definition is what here, which is going to obey all the gases law. We discussed about Boyle's law, Charles law, Avogadro law, Gay-Lussac law. Okay, that laws has to be, they obey in what all conditions and all conditions of what temperature, pressure. Means whatever the temperature is there, whatever the pressure is there, if a gas is following, that gas is called as a what ideal gas. Now come to real gas. What happened, real gases obey gas laws only at a low pressure and high temperature. Very important. So real gases are not acting as a what ideal gas at all the conditions. They are acting as a only ideal at what here are, they are going to follow the gases law at a low pressure and high temperature. Okay, this is very important. At a low pressure and high temperature, our real gases are obeying all the gases law, are acting as a ideal gas. Okay, next here second point, if you see in the ideal gas, the volume occupied by the molecules is negligible as compared to total volume occupied by the gas. Okay, here what happened, here gases molecules occupying some volume. Okay, that volume is neglected in case of ideal gas. Don't worry, this point again I am going to repeat. Okay, now here what happened, in case of real gases, the volume occupied by the gas molecule is not negligible as compared to the total volume of the gas. Okay, now here simple what I want to convey means, here in the case of ideal gases, the volume occupied by the gas molecules is not what is here not considered. But in case of what happened here, in case of real gases, we cannot negligible the volume occupied by the gas molecules. Okay, next third point, in case of ideal gas, the force of attraction among the molecules are negligible. Okay, in case of ideal gases, what happened, we are thinking that what the forces of attraction, you know very well, attraction in the molecule will be there. So that forces of attractions are negligible in case of what ideal gases. Now come to in case of real gases, what happened, the forces of attraction are not negligible. Okay, at all temperature and pressure. Now what happened here, we are not going to neglect the forces of attraction in case of real gases. Now come to here, ideal gas, what happened here is going to obey the ideal gas equation, that is what PV equal to nRT. But now come to here, if you see the real gases are obeying the equation is called as a what van der Waal equation. What happened here, in case of real gases, they are going to obey the equation, that equation is called as a what van der Waal equation. What is the equation here, P plus A n square by V square into V minus NV equal to RT. Okay, this is called as a van der Waal equation. How it came, that I will discuss later. Okay, now here, now let us go for the definition of ideal gas. Already we discussed what is ideal gas means. How can you define a gas which obeys gas laws, that is Boyle's law, Charles law, okay, and Avogadro's laws exactly at all temperature and pressure, are PV equal to nRT equation is called what ideal gas. Means a gas obeying the all the laws, and that to what at all temperature. You have to meet here mention what at all temperature and pressure. Okay, or if a gas is following the PV equal to nRT equation, that gas is called as a what ideal gas. But what happened here, unfortunately we don't have the ideal gas. Okay, we have the real gases only. So what happened here, but no gas is ideal, so we don't have the ideal gases. But sometime what happened, our real gases act as a ideal gas. Now let us discuss what is a real gas. Okay, or non-ideal gas. means they are non-ideal or actual what the gases are there, that gases are called as a what? Real gases. Now it is a gas which deviate from ideal behavior. So already we discussed, okay, which is going to be, which is follow the all the laws, okay, at all temperature pressure called as a ideal gas. Now what happened here? They are not following the all the laws at all temperature pressure. Real gases behave as ideal at low pressure and high temperature. Okay, very very important. Already we discussed now. Real gases behave as ideal what at what condition? At low pressure and high temperature. Okay. Now, so what happened here? Real gases deviate from ideal behavior at a high pressure and low temperature. So what happened here? What we are discussing? Real gases behave as ideal what? At low pressure and high temperature. Okay. Now if you go for the reverse, at high pressure and low temperature they are going to deviate. Now let us see how they are going to deviate. Okay. Now if you go for the high pressure, I am going to take the example of this plate. Okay. So at high pressure the gases are going to deviate, okay, from the ideal behavior. To explain that we took this plate. Okay. If I go for the pressure volume here plot, already we discussed in case of Boyle's law. Okay. Pressure has the inverse relation with the volume. So what happened here? Volume, if you go here we have the two lines. Okay. This gas, this red line indicate the what? Or ideal gas. This blue line indicate the real gas or non-ideal gas. Okay. Now you forget about the real gas now. So what happened here? Already discussed in case of Boyle's law, pressure volume having the inverse relation. So what inverse relation means what? If pressure is increases, volume has to be decreases. If volume is increases, pressure has to be decreases. Now let's see here what happened. Pressure is going to be decreases. So what happened if you see here? This value is coming down. Means what? Pressure is going to decreases. But if you see in the x-axis what happened? Volume is going to be increases. Now if you go for the reverse, now what happened? Volume is decreases. By because means you are coming towards the left. If you are coming towards the left on x-axis means what happened? The values are going to be decreases. Now volume is decreases, then what happened? Now on a y-axis you can see pressure going to be increases. So this is a relation we already discussed in case of what? Graphical representation of Boyle's law. Okay. So if a gas is here, what I am discussing? At high pressure gases are going to deviate, that I want to show now. So this is the what? This is the tendency of ideal gas. Okay. So if a gas is following the R, if it is following the all the laws, or if it is ideal gas, it has to, you have to get the line like this tendency. Okay. But in case of real gases, what happened? You can see here slightly there is a merging of line, but after that one there is a deviation. So what happened here? We can come to know. If you see here graphical representation, I am moving here like this. So what happened? Volume is decreases. So what happened? Pressure is going to be increases. But once if you go for the increase of pressure, what happened? In the increase of pressure or high pressure, there is a deviation from the ideal behavior. So what I conclude with this plot? Okay, at high pressure. So it what happened? If you see here in this case, what happened here? Here if you see the pressure is somewhat low. So somewhat our real gas acting as a what? Ideal gas. But when you increase the pressure slowly what happened here? If you move like this, volume is decreases means pressure is going to increases. There is a lot of difference between these two lines. So from this we can conclude that at high pressure real gases showing the deviation from the what? Ideal behavior. Okay. This is the graph we took to explain that at high pressure our real gases are going to deviate from the ideal behavior. Next what we told, at high pressure already we discussed. Now come to at a low temperature the gas is going to be deviate. How means? Okay. Now for explaining that low temperature I am taking the another graph, that is PV versus P plot. Okay. So here we have two conditions to explain the deviation at high pressure and low temperature. At high pressure already we discussed. Now come to at low pressure, at low temperature our gases are going to deviate from the ideal behavior. For that I took the PV versus P plot. Okay. On y-axis we took the product of pressure and volume. On x-axis we took the pressure. Okay. Now here you have to remember we have the four temperature T1, T2, T3, T4. Here T1 is greater than T2, T2 is greater than T3, T3 is greater than T4. Or simply this is the, we have the high temperature, this is a low temperature. Okay. Now, so what happened here? Now if you see the points from the plot, okay, from Boyle's law, PV equal to K constant from ideal gas, the PV curve is parallel to x-axis. Now if you see here, already we discussed in the case of Boyle's law, the product of PV is constant, isn't it? So what happened if the gas is ideal? This line indicates the ideal gas behavior, okay. So what happened in the case of ideal gas? What happened? The product of PV is constant and this line is parallel to the x-axis. Okay. Come to the next point. At higher temperature means here we have the 4 temperature. So T1, T2 I am considering as a higher temperature. At higher temperature T1, T2 conditions, at higher temperature conditions, the gases nearly becomes ideal, but when the temperature is decreased, means T3, T4 are somewhat less temperature than the T1, T2, the gases shows negative deviation from the Boyle's law. Okay, that means the gases do not become ideal at a low temperature. What is that one? Okay, I will go further this point with the example. Okay, here we have the deviation we are calling as a positive negative. For example, this is where we have the fixed the ideal gas. Okay. Below this line I will call as a negative deviation. Above this ideal gas line I will call as a positive deviation. Okay. Now here let us go for the examples. Okay. It can be seen easily that at constant temperature PV versus P plot for real gases. Here we are talking about the what real gases, that are what are examples we took: helium, hydrogen, methane, carbon monoxide. Okay. Real gases is not a straight line parallel to the p-axis. Okay. Now here what happened in the plant, we have the 4 gases are there. Those are the real gases. Now if they are following the ideal gas or if they are ideally behaving, the what happened, the line should be parallel to the x-axis and you have to get the same tendency. But what happened, we are not getting the lines as we like in case of ideal gas. So what is seen here, you can see here it. Okay. Now in fourth point, 2 types of curves are seen in the curves for hydrogen helium. As the pressure increases, the value of PV also increases. Now here we are talking about the 2 types of curves. Means here if you see in case of helium and hydrogen, what happened, we have the straight line. Means what happened here, once the pressure increases, so what happened, if you come left to right, what happened, the P value going to be increases. Simultaneously what happened, the product of PV, case of C, you can see line here in helium also increased, in case of hydrogen also increases. This is a one type of curve. Okay. Now come to in second type. Okay. The second plant, fifth point, if you go for fifth point, the second plants for CO and methane. First there is a negative deviation from ideal behavior. Okay. The PV value decreases with increasing pressure and what happened here after that, and reaches to a minimum value characteristics of a gas. After that PV values start increasing. The curve then crosses the line for ideal gas and after that shows the positive deviation continuously. So what is the meaning of that one? Okay, let us go further. Here again plot. Okay, so what happened here, in case of talking about the what methane and carbon monoxide, what happened, first what happened, if you increase the pressure, okay, if you move from the left to right, so PV value slightly decreasing, so this is called as a negative deviation. Already we discussed above this line, if the curve is coming, we are calling as a negative deviation. After that, above this line, red line or ideal gas, we are calling it a positive deviation. So what happened in case of carbon monoxide and methane gas, there is a decrease in the PV value. Okay, so this showing the negative value, then reaches to minimum. Means for this here we have the, for carbon monoxide this is the minimum value, for methane this is the minimum value. Okay, after reaching the minimum value, then again going to increase slowly. So what happened, once the pressure is increasing, so what happened, the PV value going to be increases. After that what happened, they are crossing the ideal gas line. After that and again they are going to be increases, so they are showing the positive deviation, means they are showing negative deviation. After that slightly going to be increases, then crossing the ideal gas line. After that again going to be increases, nothing but showing the positive deviation. Okay, So here what we want to conclude here, okay, thus it is found that real gases do not follow ideal gas equation perfectly under all conditions. So what happened here, if you see here, so already we discussed here T1 T2 is the what T1 T2 high temperature. If you see here, there are some, if you increase, this is a constant temperature, isn't it? Why? Because means why we are calling constant temperature? Throughout this line temperature T1 is constant. Throughout this line temperature T2 is constant. What is our Boyle's law? By talking about the Boyle's law, we have to keep the temperature constant. So for each line we have the different temperature. But what happened? Throughout this line temperature is constant. Okay. So what happened here? At a low temperature, so real gases deviate from ideal behavior at a low temperature. How here? If you go for the T3, T4, these are the low temperature. There is a much deviation compared to T1, T2. Okay. So from this we can conclude, okay, real gases deviate from ideal behavior at a low temperature. So already we concluded what real gases shows a deviation from ideal behavior at high pressure and low temperature. Now you may get the doubts, okay, then why do gases deviate from ideal behavior? Okay, we are every time telling there is a deviation, but why do gases deviate from the ideal behavior? First doubt, and what are the conditions under which real gases deviate from ideality? So these are the two doubts. Okay, reason. Now come to reason from non-ideal behavior. Okay, so why they are going to deviate means here we have the reasons. First one is what, here we have the important two incorrect assumptions in kinetic molecular theory of gases. Here already we discussed the kinetic molecular theory. Okay, in that we have the two incorrect assumptions. Okay, what are the incorrect assumptions? They are, first one is what, there is no attractive forces between the gas molecules. Already we discussed, according to what kinetic molecular theory, there is no attractive forces between the gas molecule. Actually we have the attractive forces, but according to kinetic molecular theory, we don't have attractive forces between the gas molecules. Second one is what, the actual volume occupied by the gas molecule is very small and negligible when compared to the total volume of the container. So what happened here? What is the meaning of this one? Means actually the gas molecules have some of the volume. Okay, this one you should be very careful. So here if you go further, so what happened here? Let us discuss. Okay, we have the one container. Okay, now one container is there. So in container what happened? This is I assume this container volume V is the volume of, here discuss V what happened, here volume of, this is a volume of container. Okay, volume of container. Okay, in that we have the what, some gas molecules are there. What happened according to kinetic, this means gas molecules are there means they may have some volume in this. Okay, but what happened according to kinetic molecular theory, they are neglected this one. Okay, these are the two false assumptions are incorrect assumptions of kinetic molecular theory. Because of these two assumptions we are getting the deviation from the ideal behavior. One is what, they according to kinetic molecular theory, what happened, there is no forces of attraction, but what happened, actually we have the force of attraction and volume occupied by the gas molecule is neglected when compared to the volume of the container. Okay, these are the two incorrect assumptions. Because of these two incorrect assumptions we are getting the deviation from the ideal behavior. So what happened, the ideal gas equation PV equal to nRT is to be corrected. Means here what the equation is there, it is not correct. Okay, we have to go for the correction. So for ideal, if it is a gas is ideal, we have to follow PV equal nRT. But what happened, our gases are not following the ideal behavior, they are going to deviate. So for that we have to go for the what, a correction of PV equal to nRT. So for this we have the next equation is called as a what, van der Waals equation. Okay, now let us discuss van der Waals equation. So here what happened, van der Waals, one of the famous scientists, van der Waals proposed an approximate equation, okay, which involves the intermolecular interaction that contribute to the deviation of real gas from the ideal behavior. So Van der Waals proposed one equation. In that what happened, he added the intermolecular interaction. Okay, already we told actually in the gas molecules we have the intermolecular attractions, but according to kinetic molecular theory there is no intermolecular attraction. So by involving the intermolecular interaction, okay, because of intermolecular interaction here, so because of intermolecular attraction our real gases are showing the deviation from the ideal behavior. So just now we told the equation PV equal to nRT has to be correct. So here we have the one ideal gas equation PV equal to nRT. So now what happened, we are just going for the pressure correction, volume correction. Okay, in the pressure correction what we are adding, we adding some value Pn square by V square. Okay, in case of volume we are going to subtract some value, that is some value N minus Nb. Okay, after that nRT is same. So this is a ideal gas equation, this is Van der Waals equation. Okay, so PV equal to nRT has, we are going to correct it. How means, by pressure you are going to add something, this value going to add, why it's going to add I will discuss now. In case of volume you are going to subtract some value, that is how much Nb. Okay, so this is called as a what, Van der Waals equation. Now let us discuss why you are going to add an square by v square. In case of volume, why you are going to subtract minus Nb. Okay, before going to that, okay, here first we will go for the pressure correction. Okay, now we are going to go for the pressure. We have the two corrections we have done. In case of, for PV what we have done pressure correction and volume correction. For pressure correction we added the an square by v square. For volume correction we subtracted the minus Nb. Okay, now let us discuss first pressure correction. Okay, now in case of real gases, due to attraction between the gas molecule, the pressure exerted on the walls of the container will be less than the ideal gas. Okay, so what happened already discussed. For example, this is a wall of the container. Okay, now what happened, these molecules are going to collide with each other, because of that you are getting the pressure. But now if you see here, pressure of ideal and real gases, pressure of ideal gas is more. Why? Because means here they don't have the intermolecular attraction forces in case of ideal gas. So once that they have free means they are collide here and there. Okay, for example, okay, for example these are the free gases. Okay, there are no, assume as there is no force of attraction. So what happened, this can move here and here. So what happened, pressure will be more. Now if you have the, if you assume a gas having the some attraction forces, for example, so attraction forces what happen, it will bring the molecules somewhat together or particles together. So what happened, so they are in busy with the some bonding. So compared to here what happened, pressure will be less. Why? Because mean they are busy with the some interaction. So here in case of, now assume this is a real gas. Okay, this is assume as a ideal gas. Okay, so ideal gas pressure is more compared to real gases. Why? Because means according to kinetic molecular theory, in ideal gas we don't have any intermolecular attraction forces, but in case of real gas we have the intermolecular attraction forces. So for this ideal gas we have the pressure was P ideal. Okay. So what happened, P ideal is more than that of the P pressure of real gas. So what happened, this is less now. Okay, to compensate that we are going to add some factor, that is an square by v square. Okay, we are going to make equal, that this value has to be make equal by adding the one an square by v square. Why you are adding means pressure of real gas is less compared to ideal gas. Why? Because means in ideal gas we don't have the, according to kinetic molecular theory, we don't have the intermolecular attraction forces, means they collide each other and pressure will be more. But in case of what happened, real gases, we have the some attraction forces. Because of that attraction forces, pressure of real gas is less. So for the pressure we are going to add some factor to equalize that how much, an square by v square. This is our pressure correction. So here P ideal gas is more and real gas is less. So to make equal we are going to correction for adding the some value for the real gases. So pressure correction, how much, here we added an square by v square. So P ideal gas, pressure of ideal gas will be equal to real gas when, means if you add an square by v square. Okay, this is the pressure correction. Now next we have the volume correction. Okay. Now at high pressure, the actual volume occupied by the gas molecule is to be considered. Okay. So we already discussed two faulty assumptions of kinetic molecular theory is there. Okay. Second is what actual in the kinetic molecular theory, volume of the gas molecules are neglected. But if you go for the high pressure, what happened? The actual volume occupied by the gas molecule is to be considered. Okay, you have to consider that. Because of this volume is not available for the free movement of the gas molecule, it is called excluded volume. It is equal to NB. What is the meaning of that one? Okay, again now. Okay, now again I am taking the container. Okay, now in container, this is a V is equal to volume of the what? Volume of container. Okay, this is the what? Volume of the container. Okay, now what happened if it is an ideal gas? If it is an ideal gas, what happened here? The volume occupied by the gas molecules are neglected. Okay, here in case of ideal gas, what happened? The volume occupied by the gas molecules are neglected. Now if you come to take the real gas, okay, now come to real gas. In the real gas, again I am taking now here container. Okay, here volume of the container V, if you assume V. So what happened in this case? The volume occupied by the gas molecules are considered. Okay, we have to consider high pressure, we have to consider. Now for example, okay, one molecule volume, if you assume one molecule volume equal to, if you assume B, okay, then if I have n molecule, okay, n molecule, then volume how much means what you are going to do for the crisscross. So you are getting the volume how much? NB for n molecules means. Now this for real gas we have to consider the volume. That volume is how much here? NB. So now what happened for V, for in the container, okay, for the movement of gas molecule, how much we left volume means how much you are getting? V minus NB. Okay, so why? Because means here NB is the what? Volume of the gas molecules. Okay, this is we call as excluded volume. Okay, excluded volume. Why we are calling excluded volume means this space is, okay, this much of volume is not available for the free movement of the gas molecules. Okay, in the container what contained volume is V, but in that what happened? The volume occupied by the gas molecule how much? NB. How we here we came to know for one molecule we assume the volume is P, for n molecule how much means NB. So this is we call as excluded. Why? Because excluded means we are going to exclude that one. Okay, so excluded volume. Why you are calling excluded volume means this much of volume is not available for the free movement of what? Gas molecules. So we are getting the pressure volume correction how much here? Minus NB. Okay, so but ideal gas what happened here? In the case of ideal gas, the volume occupied by the gas molecule is neglected. So total volume how much available for the free movement of gas molecules means V. But in this case what happened here? The volume occupied by the gas molecule is not neglected. So we have the volume how much we have? V minus NB means this much of volume is not available for the free movement of gas molecule. Now let us see the volume correction here. So the volume available for the free movement of gas molecule how much? We have the V minus NB. Now so therefore the corrected ideal gas equation what we have? For the pressure we have the P plus AN square by V square. For the volume how much we have subtracted? V minus NB equal to nRT. Now this is called as a van der Waals equation or real gas equation. Okay, PV equal to nRT gas as a what? Ideal gas equation. Now this is what? Van der Waals equation or real gas equation. Now in that here let us know what is A and B. Okay, now the constant here, the constants A and B known as van der Waals constant. Okay, now what happened? A and B called as a what? These are the van der Waals constant. Now they depend on the nature of the gas independent of the temperature. Okay, means it depends on the nature of gas means what? For example, CO we have the different A value, B value. For the carbon monoxide and hydrogen we have different A value, B value. Okay, so if you go for the universal gas constant what? They are independent on the nature of the gas. Okay, R value already we discussed in the previous video. Now but the A and B value what? They depends on the nature of the gas and independent on what? Temperature. Means whatever the temperature you are taking, the what here the value of A and B is constant, okay, and but it depends on the what nature of the they depends on the independent on nature of the gas, but sorry, it depend on the nature of the gas independent of the temperature, okay. Now in that, what is N means here in Van der Waals equation? N means number of moles of gas, here P means what, pressure of the gas, and V means what here, volume of the gas, T means what, temperature in Kelvin you have to take, okay. R is what, universal gas constant, okay. Why? Because means R value we always take the temperature in the Kelvin, so this T also should be in the Kelvin, okay. This is the what, Van der Waals equation. Now let us discuss significance of A and B constant, okay. So these are the what, Van der Waals constant. Now what is significance means, what's the importance of these A and B constant? Let us discuss, okay. Now A is the measure of magnitude of intermolecular attractive forces within the gas. If A value is high, the gas can be easily liquefied. Means what is the meaning of that one, okay. Here what happened, A is the measure of what, magnitude of intermolecular attractive forces. So every time we are telling that, okay, intermolecular forces are there, okay. Then how you are going to come to know means by seeing the A value, okay. If A value is more, means the gas can be easily liquefied. For example, okay, I have the gas A, B, C, okay. For this A value, if you have for example 30, okay, for this we have the 40, for this we have the 50, okay. So what happened, the value is more, means compared to 30 to 40 more, 40 to 50 more. So this is 50 value is more, means what, we have the more intermolecular attractions, okay. We have the more intermolecular attraction. So once the intermolecular attraction means what happened, the gas molecules are coming close together. Once they are coming close together, you can easily liquefy it. Means what, you can easily convert it into liquid, okay. So if A value is more, means what happened, the gas can be easily liquefied, okay. So A is the what, measure of or magnitude, it's going to be tell the magnitude of intermolecular attraction forces. If A value is more, means what happens is the gas can be easily liquefied. So if you see here, compared to A, B has a more value, compared to B, C has a more value. So among this, which can be easily liquefied means here C can be easily liquefied. Why? Because means here A value is more. A value is more means it has the more intermolecular attraction forces. More intermolecular attraction forces means the gases are coming close together. So you can easily compress the gas and easily convert it into liquid, okay. Now come to next, we have the B, okay. Next Van der Waals constant is what, B. B is the effective volume of the gas molecules. It indicates the effective size of the gas molecules, okay. If the value of B is constant over a long range of temperature and pressure, then the gas cannot be compressed easily. So what happened here, B is the what, effective volume of the gas molecule. So here we have the B. So already we discussed just now, the volume occupied by the gas molecule is what, B, nothing but what, this is the, here we want to discuss here, the gas molecules are going to occupy some volume, that volume is called as a B, okay. Now, so if B value is more, for example here again you assume 10, 20, 30, okay. So what happened here, the value of the volume occupied by the gas molecule is less, here more, again here more, means what happened, for example, okay, here the B value means 10, means for example these two particles are there, okay. So here they are occupying this much of space only. Now if come to next, in the case of this one 20 means here they are going to occupy this much of space. In case of 30, if you see, they are going to occupy this much of space. Means what happened, once the volume is increases means the size of the, here the size also more, okay. So what happened, once the size is more or once the effective volume is more, means what, it's difficult to compress the gas. So here what happened, if the B value is more, means it is difficult to compress the gas. So for easily liquefaction of gas, or liquefaction means what, one gas has to convert into liquid, okay. So A value should be more, B value should be less, okay. If B value is less, means what happened, the size is less and they are coming to close together, so easily liquefied. If B value is more means what? The size is more, it's difficult to compress the gas or it is difficult to liquefy the gas. So for easy liquefaction, A value should be more, B value should be less. Okay. Now let us discuss units of A and B. So here what we done, pressure correction we added with the what? P equal to A n square by V square. Okay. Now we need the what? A means what you are doing, simply go for the rearrangement. A equal to P V square by n square. Now if you see the what is the pressure, units of pressure is what? Atma. Value if you take the liter, we have the V square is there, so liter square. Divided with the what? We have the number of moles means we have the square, so mole square. Now what are the units of A? A equal to atma liter square mole minus 2. Why? Because means if it's gone numerator, you are getting the minus 2. Okay. Now what are the units of B means? We have the volume correction, how much we have? V equal to NB is there. B if you want means how much here? V by N. Value means what? Liter. Number of N means what? Moles. So units of B equal to what? Liter mole inverse. Okay. Now next we have here, when real gases behave like ideal gas. Okay, every time we are telling the deviation is there. Then now question is, okay, when our real gases, actually we have the real gases. Okay, real gases behave when? Okay, when real gases behave like ideal gas. Okay. Now you may get the doubt, generally what happened, if you see the problems, already we saw the problems based on PV equal to nRT, isn't it? Okay. PV equal to nRT is there, means once you are using the PV equal to nRT means that is what happened already, that is a ideal gas. But actually what happened, we don't have the ideal gases. But what we are discussing, real gases behave as an ideal gas at particular temperature, pressure. That is what? At low pressure and high temperatures, gases show the ideal behavior. Means you are using the PV equal nRT equation means at that temperature and pressure, our real gases behave as a what? Ideal gas. So when our real gas behave as an ideal gas means, you have to remember this, very important, at low pressure and high temperature. Okay, you don't need to remember the values. Why? Because means each gas we have different values, but the condition what you have to remember, at low pressure and high temperature, our real gases behave as a what? Ideal gas. Next, intermolecular forces are practically negligible at this condition. Already we know, according to kinetic molecular theory, what? Once our gas is behaving as ideal means there are intermolecular attraction forces are practically negligible. Okay. Up to what pressure a gas will follow the ideal gas laws depends on the nature of the gas and its temperature. So you can ask at what pressure, okay, for example, how the gas at what pressure temperature is going to be act as a ideal means it depends on what nature of the gas. So you don't need to remember the value, just you have to remember at a low pressure and high temperature our real gas behave as a ideal gas. Next we have the Boyle's temperature or boil point. Means what here? The temperature at which, okay, every time we are telling the what? A particular temperature, our real gases behave as an ideal gas. Now, Boyle's temperature means what? The temperature at which real gas obeys ideal gas laws over appreciable range of pressure is called Boyle's temperature. So what happened? We are telling the particular temperature, our real gases behave as an ideal gas. So that temperature we are calling as a what? Boyle's temperature or Boyle's point. Okay. So this is the deviation of real gases from the ideal behavior.